ain't got that type of time. Hey, yeah, trying to disrespect you, just ain't got that type of time.
Plane and traveling 550 miles an hour in the same direction of that 1,000-mile-an-hour spin. Are you making ground or losing ground? Excuse me?
What are you hoping to achieve? What are you hoping to achieve?
Well, there's a lot of people out there who've come to the conclusion. I'm not alone in this.
Oh, I know. There's a lot of people.
Yeah. What I'm hoping to achieve is to have people investigate it and come up to their own, their own belief as to where they live. I think, I didn't come to this realization until age 46, and it's changed everything in my life. Every single aspect of my life has changed. My health, everything.
It's certainly occupying a lot of your time.
Yeah. Well, it's so crazy, man. I didn't even know what I didn't feel like I had any purpose in my life for so long. I really did worship money, I think. That was my main concern, how I can make some money. Now, I have to admit, I have some money, so I don't need to work. So I found something, but what came...
Like your shirt.
Oh, thanks, man. Have you looked at NASA? Have you looked into NASA at all, or no?
Yeah, I know that's...
like a serpent?
That thing there is shared by every space agency on the...
Oh, I didn't even know that myself.
That's Sheffield. Russia.
No kidding.
Japan. China.
If you want, that's my YouTube channel. You can check me out too. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
They all share that chevron. That same thing. That same...
Yeah, so they're all united in the lie. And have you seen any of the videos where they...
I have.
Yeah.
I have.
You're not buying it? Bubbles in space, harnesses, glitching. Did you see the 3 astronaut liars on the ISS when they glitched out?
I saw that.
Yeah, that was weird, man.
One thing doesn't make the other thing true.
I'm with you 100%. But the thing is that for me, NASA, it's mandatory. It has to be lying in order for my belief that the Earth is flat to be true. Because if NASA's not lying, then I'm an idiot standing out here with the with the sign. You know what I'm saying? If those photos that NASA took of the Earth being a ball are real, but they're composite photos, as you probably know.
I know they're composite photos, but again, just because they're composite photos doesn't make the Earth flat.
I agree 110%. My thing is,
because isn't the limitation the Van Allen belt? They can't get further than that to take a picture.
Right, but then they made it. But then they made it to the moon, and they got back from it. How did they get through that Van Allen belt and get back alive?
I don't know. I know that. I know that they said that the northern part of the pole there's less radiation, but I can't see that myself. So that again is a questionable thing.
You play guitar?
No.
Oh, they just haven't had them.
Studio lights, and we had lights at the Gibson.
Oh, okay.
Studio.
But you're into music and that type of scene a little bit, or not?
Yeah.
We found like some of the flat Earth people are musicians. There's so many musicians, and because I think those people are a little more creative and have a little bit more imagination, where they can kind of explore maybe other areas where where there's so many people who believe the Earth is flat now that have a musical background. It's strange.
That's a very indirect suggestion of if you're creative, intelligent, then you're more likely to get into this idea.
Well, you might be just more open-minded to at least take a look. See that? It's this. Go on. How many people walk by and they laugh at you, right? Do you know that quote? Condemnation before investigation.
Yes,
and I was the most ignorant person out there, man. I laughed when I first heard this, right? And that can keep you from learning things.
Do you know what? The thing that you said about it changed your life makes me sort of think that you were looking for something to change your life.
That could be. That could be too, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
100%. That's funny too.
And if not this, then maybe something else. I know there's lots of experience. I know that you can look for 40 miles in a straight line and still see something. I know about the canal experiment.
Yeah, Bedford. So you've looked at this stuff, right? Yeah,
I have.
Yeah, 100%.
What I also know is that the circle is the most natural form. Raindrops, the moon, the sun. Why not Earth?
Yeah.
It's so natural. It's the most economical form a collection of atoms and particles.
You're not into God, I would imagine.
I am such an atheist.
Yeah. And that was my main clincher for me, dude. I was 46, right?
Okay.
And I'm an atheist. I was an atheist, and I was the type of atheist, like, if I heard you believed in God, Santa Claus was going to be brought up soon. Okay, that's the kind of guy I was, right?
Anti-theist.
Atheist, yeah.
Anti-theist.
Yeah, maybe. Like, I was really, really bad about it. And man, oh man, when I looked into flat Earth, and then I found out that there's, you know, a lot of verses in the Bible. I don't know if you're aware of this. They refer to a flat Earth, and I mean, it's clear. I made a banner over there. It has flat Earth. I actually spelled verses wrong.
So you are.
I'm now a born-again Christian. I am now again.
Thought so.
But the only thing is that
this is the back door, isn't it?
No, not at all. Because
young Earth creationist.
Well, the thing is, if you believe the Bible, then if you're going to go with God, then I'm not going to be like one of these people who's trying to be like fit the Big Bang and evolution.
You're not wishy-washy. You're going to throw yourself into it.
I have to, man. I can't make up a lie to myself that the Bible is somehow explaining evolution when it doesn't, man. There's nothing in the Bible. I've been reading it, you know. And the thing that got me with the Bible, right? And this is when I know you're creeped out by it, but check this out.
I'm not creeped out.
Okay. The thing that really got me was then when it started, it talks about how deception and all this deceiving of man. And I've been like, I was seeing so many lies. Like you probably looked into Holocaust. Have you looked into that bullshit? Like, it's everywhere I look. And my whole life was changing before my eyes. Like, my belief system, right, was crushed. Everything that I thought I believed, I couldn't believe in anymore. And then the next thing I know, I'm reading about it in the Bible, how they talk about this stuff.
Isn't that just a limitation to what you believed at that time, and the Bible is just the broadest, up to this point in your life, context to place people and existence.
100%, that could be 100%.
So I have another context that I place in that doesn't include.
Sure. Oh yeah. I have 20 people I'm friends with who I can get along fine with.
You sound like you could probably get along with everyone.
I try. Well, yeah.
You don't even have to try. That's probably a very easy thing for you to do.
No, I have my limits. We all have our limitations, but yeah, no, I get along with people well as long as they're. I don't know how. Maybe that. I don't know what it is, but there's times when I don't get along with some people for sure. But I do. I love coming out here and meeting people and hearing your perspective, and like you question me, dude. I question my own belief in being Christian, which makes me feel almost guilty in a way for wondering, but I have to. You know what I mean?
Yes, you do. I'm going to say this, nice angle. This is more of a person coming up to you with this statement than.
But I'm not after you, I swear, man. I don't think I am. I shouldn't swear too, right? I don't even know.
I know you're not after anybody. That's not what I can say that's not what your gig is. Yeah. You like to chat with people and perhaps make them aware of things that they're not aware of.
You're like just chatting with you makes me happy. I stayed because I was like ready to leave, and it's just nice hearing other talking to people.
Well, good gig. Thank you.
All right, super. Have a good one. Have you researched it? Condemnation. There's a good saying. Condemnation. Have you heard the saying, condemnation before investigation is the highest form of ignorance? I'm not trying to be mean. Guys, listen, seriously. Have you heard that quote before? It's and I'm not being rude to you. I apologize if you take it. But there's a saying that says condemnation before investigation is the highest form of ignorance, right? And I'm telling you, man, I laughed at this stuff. Like when I first heard it, I was like, what kind of idiot would go out there and say that? Kyrie Irving said it, right? I'm like, why would he do that? Why would he say that? And I looked into it, and then the next thing I know, I'm standing out here, bro.
A lot of people say they're this flat, but more people say it's round.
Oh, I'm with you, but remember, there's another old Chinese saying that says, if you're walking on a path and the majority of people are walking in the opposite direction, stay on that path. Oh boy. Right up 58, just half a block away. We're 48. I'm sorry.
Oh, 48.
Yeah, duh. You're like 58.
Because pretty soon, I mean, maybe it's like 2 o'clock now, right?
Yeah, you ready to close up?
2:30 or 3.
I was finally talking to people. I finally started having a good time.
Good.
I was miserable for the first 2.5 hours. Oh, I was, you know, especially when and I was watching you having all those crowds of people. I'm like, I was jealous. I'm like, no, I was happy. I'm telling you, I was happy. But
I think we're slowing down now, so I think people are not coming out.
Yeah.
Maybe it's too hot.
yeah, it is hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you guys are at least in the shade there, so that's good. I don't mind. I like the sun. All right, guys, listen to this real brain teaser. Ready? They say Earth spins at 1,000 miles an hour. Commercial airliners average speed is about 550 miles an hour. Now, if you travel in the same direction of that spin, right, in a plane, are you going to make ground or lose ground? And tell me how that can be. And I have the answer, by the way, too.
What's the answer?
All right. Here's what they freaking tell us that we have to believe. Okay, those clouds above our heads, those are spinning with the Earth spin at 1,000 miles an hour. They're like attached to the Earth somehow. Like there's a cocoon, a magical cocoon. The point of my little spiel here is that really you have to believe this. No man has ever proved that. Just like no man has ever replicated a pressure system that we live in, existing within a vacuum with no barrier between the two, which is the case with our universe. I have a little bit of little things you guys can look into.
I'm actually
stuff.
hungry. Let's go to McDonald's.
You don't want to take it though?
Yeah.
I'm not. No. All right, but anyway, it's a little like I'm glad you guys considered it. I really appreciate it. And get them in the banners and get them in there, and we'll. All right, check this out. Here's a quick little brain teaser. They say Earth spins at 1,000 miles an hour at the equator, right? Your average commercial plane travels at 550 miles an hour. Now, if you're going to travel the same direction of the spin, right? You know what I'm saying? If you get in that plane, you travel in the same direction of Earth's spin. Are you going to gain ground or lose ground?
Same thing.
What do you mean, same thing?
You're traveling at the same time.
Well, no, but the Earth below you is spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, right? And yet you're in a plane only going 550 miles an hour.
Same direction?
In the same direction, yeah. It's almost like you should be kind of like losing ground to the Earth below you is spinning. What they do, I'll tell you the explanation. They tell us that those clouds above our heads right now are moving 1,000 miles an hour. They're attached magically to the Earth. Well, there's a lot of people who are questioning whether or not that's true anymore, because really, is that a fact or is that just a belief that we believe, right? We've come to believe it. When did we learn that when did we learn that we live on a spinning ball? When we were, what, 5, 6 years old with the globes, right? All on the teacher's desks. So I have a little bit of information, you guys. Just your hand pulse. Right. All right, well, you just... You did, didn't you?
So we get
Oh, you guys are running from me. Don't run from me. You guys... No, you guys are cool. No, listen.
the changing of the seasons is what we use to determine the rotation.
Yeah, listen. Have you investigated Flat Earth at all?
Not at all.
Okay, listen. There's one thing I'll leave you guys with. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. I wouldn't expect you guys to believe a word I say. I could be a liar, right? This is a joke. There's a saying, and I don't mean this against you by any means, but it's called condemnation before investigation is the highest form of ignorance, right? And that was me, man, because when I first heard this, right? When I first heard it was Kyrie Irving talking about it like a year and a half ago. And my first thing I did is I laughed and I was like, what kind of idiot? That's what I said, literally the words, what kind of idiot would say that? And presto, for some reason I looked into it and now here I am, and I'm that guy, man. It's crazy. So anyway, thanks for, I appreciate talking to you guys. Thank you. Perspective really messes with our minds. See how everything comes together and comes down. So when you people, have you ever heard the terminology like sail? Marilyn, can I come here for 1 second? Can you help me? She's asking me what is your point with?
Oh, it's showing how your eyes work at a distance. Okay, so some people think the sun goes like this.
Oh, I see.
When it really goes like this, like a straight line.